It's Sunday, the 8th of May 2016. This is a chart update for the gold price in Australian dollars. Really good week for Australian dollar gold this week, with the Reserve Bank cutting interest rates by 0.25% on Tuesday. And that's put a rocket under the gold price in Australian dollars from opening about 1680, 1690 and closed up around 1750. You can see it's testing this 4-year high that it reached in January or February, I think early February, around 1780 there. I think the key thing to look at though is that the Australian dollar is really decoupling from the US dollar and world markets a little bit and starting to trade on its own fundamentals, which I don't think are that strong. Um, so I guess that means that even if commodities prices are still rising with a weak US dollar, the Australian dollar might not follow commodities as it has done traditionally. Um, so I think people are starting to think more rate cuts are on the cards as well, with the Reserve Bank's sort of inflation forecasts and that sort of thing as well. So I mean, you can see this is a chart going all the way back to 2010, and you can see the all-time high is around 1840 there. So we're only $100 off that, um, and I think it's entirely plausible that we see that this year. Um, and it wouldn't take much. All it would take is gold at about US dollar 1300, and probably 69 Australian cents, and you're up around that 1840 mark. So I think that's possible, and I think you'll continue to see Australian economic data weaken, um, and that's positive for Australian dollar gold producers, which are all looking to. A lot of them are looking at breaking out to all-time highs at the moment. Certainly, some of the larger ones like Evolution or Northern Star. So I think they're a great investment still. And Australian economic weakness, I think, that story is only sort of starting. So I think it is a play on a weaker currency, and especially in a strong gold market, those Australian gold stocks are still a great investment.